front of the Israeli School, Universal Practical Knowledge, the Philadelphia Division, here at 3226 Cheltenham Avenue in Philadelphia. We're standing in front of the school right now, getting a description of the 12 tribe sign that's been painted by one of the brothers that was in the school: Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, Issachar. Those are the 12 tribes of Israel.
Shalom. Shalom. You've been waiting for this day, so this day has finally come. A lot of you have been wondering where this knowledge that you've been hearing is coming from, and the powerful truth that you've been hearing, how this was established. Well, we finally were able to arrange for the priests to come down from New York and spend some time with us. And I'd like to introduce them if I can. These are some great brothers. We're very glad to have them with us. We want to make them feel as warm as possible, because this is their work and the extension of their work and what they've laid down some time ago. I'd like to introduce, first of all, priest and Sixth Shield General, 4th in command in the nation of Israel, Lahab. I'd like to salute this brother, Macho. Barak. Yeshabium, which means sit. And I'm going to turn it over now to Priest General Lahab.
Water, brother. I'd like to say this, starting off, we're very impressed at your school here, and we're very impressed to see that the brothers and sisters in Philadelphia think enough of the Most High and the Bible and the truth and your nationality to be a part of this, because most of the brothers and sisters are running from the truth.
It's all the intros. And also see if all the zones is in there. Send the link to them.
You mean everything to me because I know you mean everything to Christ. And Christ means everything to me.
I called on the Lord. I said, that Father, this is real. Will you watch over them? Will you raise them up to be strong? I'm just a man with flesh. This is what you called for in your scriptures. You said they wore studs and fringes, they got it on. You said they will follow the law, they doing it. You said under Yahweh Shai they ought to love one another, and they doing it.
Hey, Most High in Christ, get a load of here. This is the ISUPK Feast of Dedication. You understand, we're going to be starting it off. We're getting it on. We're going to go right into it. And we're going to realize why we come here today. Why are we celebrating the Feast of Dedication. You understand? Because it's so heavy, it's so important, right? This is a very important thing because this is biblical. This is something that's actually biblical, okay? A lot of people say that Christmas is biblical, and it's not. You know what I'm saying? Your friends, you know what I'm saying? 90% of the world about to go celebrate Christmas. So what does that say about you when you coming up in here and you celebrating the Feast of Dedication, something that the Lord actually said to keep? That means, man, you are in the good favors of the Most High. You understand? So give yourselves a hand for even making it to celebrate the Feast of Dedication. You understand? You are truly in, you know what I'm saying, a small percentage of the world that's able to do this, that even know about their culture, to even, you know, celebrate the Feast of Dedication. All right? We're going to go into the scriptures. We're going to go in. Where's that scripture in, John? You had something, sir? Go ahead.
Just to add something, right? The Feast of Dedication is the commemoration of the cleansing and the rededication of the temple. You know, all throughout history, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we have been in captivity. This is not our first time in slavery. We continue to be hard-headed and end up in situations like this, but history shows us how to get out of that position that we was in and that we are in right now. That's why it's so heavy that this feast day that we are commemorating. When you celebrate stuff like Christmas, all you do is further your captivity. So what we're breaking down is the commemoration and the cleansing of our temple. All right. So at a time, our temple was unclean. But before we get into that, I'm going to show you how Christ celebrated it and why that's important. Go ahead, Jerome.
All right. Go ahead. Somebody pull the book of John, chapter 10 and verse 22. All right.
Because when you pay attention to the Christian church, all they have is half of a New Testament. They don't have the middle of the book, which is the Apocrypha. They barely pay attention to the Old Testament. So they are trying to tell you about God with 15% of the book in their hand.
Right.
That is ridiculous and crazy. So the Feast of Dedication comes out of the middle of the book, which is the Apocrypha. And Christ also kept it in the New Testament. He mentioned it in John right here. Go ahead.
God, I get it. This is the book of John, chapter 10 and verse 22. And it was at Jerusalem, the feast of the dedication. And it was winter.
It was winter. See, the Bible knows about the seasons. It was winter. The Bible will also tell you that it was tax season when Christ was born. And it was things being grown, like the plants and stuff was being grown. It was springtime when Christ was born. And it was also tax season. So tax season is around the spring. And then this is telling you that the Feast of Dedication is in the winter. Now, when you go ahead and follow Christianity, which comes from the Roman Catholic Church, which are the same people that unalived Christ on the cross, then you end up celebrating Sabbath on Sunday and celebrating Christmas, and that ain't even Jesus' birthday, and you end up just following nonsense. But we showing you that Christ followed the Feast of Dedication. Go ahead.
And if I could, too, it's so heavy. You know what I'm saying? This right here, you take this precept down and you show these to people that celebrate Christmas. This is a cut to Christmas right here. This is a direct cut. Did Christ celebrate Christmas, or did he celebrate the Feast of Dedication in the wintertime? The Bible clearly says right here, and it was at Jerusalem, the Feast of Dedication, and it was winter. You understand? Nobody can refute that. That's in the Bible. So this right here is an excellent precept to always keep and always to take down to help you understand that what we doing here is absolutely biblical. You understand? What we doing here is not a fake thing. We not the Christian church.
And then not only that, but the nickname for the Feast of Dedication is something you would call Hanukkah. So that should bring familiarity to your mind when you're thinking about this. You think Hanukkah is on around Christmas. Well, that shows you what you should be really celebrating instead of fake paganistic Christmas that have a white man break in your house to give you gifts. That is unrealistic. Right. That's unrealistic and funny. Go ahead. All right. Let's go ahead to
you want me to start?
Go ahead, you could go.
So we're gonna go to the book of First Maccabees. We're gonna go to the book of Maccabees 1:1. We're gonna start right here. We're gonna start at the very beginning. You understand? We're gonna get all the way deep into why this is important. We're gonna get into, the good and the bad of what's going on in here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start from the beginning. You got it, Katab?
Kind of what kind, sir?
Go ahead.
This is the book of Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 1. And it happened after that, Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian, who came out.
Katab, check if anybody can hear you, because that mic, we don't hear. Just put the comments up. Oh, it is? Go ahead.
All right, go ahead and restart, Salakia.
Kind of what kind. This is the book of Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 1. And it happened after that, Alexander, son of Philip.
Son of who?
Philip.
All right. Go ahead.
The Macedonian.
The Macedonian, right? So this right here is talking about Alexander. This talking about Alexander, right? Anybody familiar with Alexander the Greek? Anybody here familiar? Want to raise your hand? Yeah. So I'm gonna tell you something. This right here, I learned this in high school, actually. I had a class, and we learned about Alexander the Greek, right? But I'm going to tell you how, and this story is going to also explain to you how evil America is, because America glorifies Alexander the Greek. America called him Alexander the Great. This is how you know America is not aligned with the Bible, okay? America is a complete enemy to the Lord. You see what I'm saying? Because when I was going to school, our teachers made us say Alexander the Great. And they tried to make it seem like this was a good person. You know what I'm saying? A prestige person, a historical person, and the reason we should follow him or, you know what I'm saying, pay attention to him. This is how you know in those schools, man, that we are slaves. Because they teaching us straight history about the oppressor. They're not teaching us real history. They're not teaching us a history about a black man. They're going to raise themselves up as the superheroes. So your oppressor, they look at Alexander the Greek as something great. The Bible look at him as an enemy. You know what I'm saying? Keep going, Katab.
Kind of what kind. Who came out of the land of Chittim and smitten Darius, king of the Persians and Mede.
This is what he did. He unalived Darius, the king of the Persians and the Medes. You know what I'm saying? That's over there in right now, the Persians and the Medes is Iran. Those are Iranian people. This man went over there and slew him, killed him. This is the real true history of how your oppressor got into power. Go ahead, sir.
And just to get in on some history, right? Before I get into the history, just make sure y'all check your receipts. Everybody always on Facebook talking about, I got the receipts. Check your sources, check your receipts. Look through what we talking about. Read it up, read up, you know. The Greeks was like one of the first sources of white supremacy. These people was just lame white people. They see us over there in Persia. You know, Persian had a great empire, and these white people just felt so inferior. And when you go into the history of the Greek Empire and how they started, you realize that these were some inferior white people that just wanted to feel superior. And this is why Alexander the Greek started slaughtering everybody around and creating Greek art and all of that disgusting Greek art and putting it all over the place so that they could put the image of white supremacy in people's mind. And then that's when Rome followed the same thing and America followed after Rome. But this Greek people are the first sources of white supremacy. Go ahead.
Keep going, Katab.
Khan, that he reigned in his stead.
He did what?
Reigned in his stead.
So he unalive killed Darius the king, and then he reigned in his stead, meaning he took over. You get what I'm saying? Keep going.
The first over Greece.
The first over Greece, man. Greece is on the map now because they took out somebody that was heavily and powerful. If you know about anything about Darius the king in that time, he was very powerful. He was extremely powerful. He was one of the most powerful nations on the earth at that time. So for him to get slaughtered by Alexander the Greek, you see what I'm saying? He took that power. That's how he got in that power right there. That's how he got in that seat. Keep going.
Khan, verse 2, and he made many wars.
He did what?
Made many wars.
And then he made many wars. He did not have a real reason to go to war with nobody. He just wanted to take over. This was his reason. I'm going to kill everybody until I'm on top of everything. That's Alexander the Greek. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to call him Alexander the disaster, the devil that the Bible speaks of. I'm going to tell you who he really is. He's the devil. You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
And won many strongholds and slew the kings of the earth.
He did what?
Slew the kings of the earth.
He slew the kings of the earth. He murdered and slaughtered the kings of the earth. This is how the white man got in power, because he killed and he slaughtered kings over the entire earth. This man ain't smart. He's not smarter than you. He's not more special than you. He's just a murderer. Go ahead, sir.
And just to, like, you could look on a map, Macedonia is like what? You could cross a river and end up in Macedonia, and you got Greece over here. It's right there. So you got these white people seeing Greece, not Greece, but Persia in power with Negroes up under them. Everywhere black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people was in captivity, we end up making that country shine so good. So when these white people over there looking, they like, damn, man, we can't keep being at the bottom. We got to slaughter some people and kill them and get on top. So when they seen Persia and the way they was doing stuff, they had to get on top, and that was one of the reasons they sitting right there looking at wealth, and they sitting up starving and looking pathetic like they always do. Go ahead.
Sorry. By the way, announcement. Sisters, y'all can start to serve the food. Y'all can go ahead and just start and begin with that. That's fine. We're gonna keep going. Keep going, brother.
Sir, verse 3. And went through the ends of the earth and took spoils of many nations.
He did what?
Took spoils of many nations.
So not only did he go, you know what I'm saying, traveled and slaughtered, he taken the spoils from these nations. He's robbing them, much like how the white man does today. He still do that. He still rob for resources. He's still going into different countries and taking stuff. But you seeing right now is the history of this thing. You see what I'm saying? This is how you know this is a realistic thing. You get what I mean? And your Christian church is doing our people a disfavor when they don't teach the Feast of Dedication. You doing our people a big disfavor because you're not explaining to them what needs to be told. You're not telling them the truth. Here in ISUPK under Commander Juliana is where the truth is told. Whether you like it or not. Whether it hurts your feelings or if it make you happy, we're going to tell you the truth. Go ahead, brother.
In so much that the earth was quiet before him.
So, hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. Read that again, man.
Verse 3. And went through the ends of the earth and took spoils of many nations, in so much that the earth was quiet before him.
The earth was quiet before him. The white man, basically this. The white man did so much slaughtering, so much robbing, to the point where these nations was quiet before him, meaning what? They feared him. They was scared, you know what I'm saying, of the oppressor. You get what I'm saying? Much like in today's time. What did America do to Hiroshima and I don't even know how to explain. I don't even know how to say it. But y'all know what I'm talking about. When America dropped bombs on here, how you say it, Masha? Nagasaki and Hiroshima. When America decided to do that, what did they say? What did those nations over there say? They said, we give in, we give up, we quit. And this is exactly what Alexander the Greek was doing at that time to these nations. He was bullying them, he was big dogging them, taking their spoils, you understand, in so much that he made the earth quiet. Go ahead, sir, Salakia. Okay, Khan. So correction, you know what I'm saying? That nation already has surrendered. Who was that, the Japanese? Yeah, the Japanese had already surrendered. You know, America just wanted to flex and dropped a nuke on them after they surrendered, which is just inhumane. Con, sir, so. All right, that nuclear weapon and that nuclear power, when he dropped that down on the Japanese, was for the world to see. It was for the world to see so they can bow down to America. And they know not to go to war with America. Go ahead, sir.
And then why did that even happen? Why do these things happen? Because the white man cannot take pain. Remember the lesson of Cain. Cain does not want nobody to unalive him like he unalives people. So when you unalive Cain, you getting 7 times the death coming back. So when they did do that bomb, they want to make sure nobody ever try to retaliate from them because they can't understand when someone unalives a white person. It's just so painful to them. But they got a lot of pain that's getting ready to come to them. But let's keep going.
Go ahead, Qatar.
Whereupon he was exalted and his heart was lifted up.
So he did all of this, whereupon he was exalted and his heart was lifted up. Alexander the Greek became famous for this. You understand? Alexander did so much murdering and so much killing that I had to study about him in school. That I had to learn about him in the 9th grade in my history class. That's how crazy that is. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 4, and he gathered a mighty strong host and ruled over countries and nations and kings who became tributaries unto him.
So look, now he's in full blown power. Now he damn near like a general now. You know what I'm saying? He got men up under him that's ruling countries. You know what I'm saying? Like that right there is some heavy power. And that's where he was at in the earth. That's how powerful this man was. That's how powerful his destruction was. And this also teaches you how your oppressor got into power. He got into power by war, making many warlords, a lot of killing kings is how he got on top. Go ahead.
Verse 5, and after these things he fell sick and perceived that he should die.
After these things he fell sick and perceived that he should die. Alexander the Greek died at a young age. Anybody know how he died? Go ahead, Qatar.
I believe he had AIDS, right? Or some sexual transmitted disease.
He was so disgusting in the earth and having sex with anything that he wanted that it took him out the game. It took him away. It took him out the earth. This is how disgusting he is. And this should let that be a lesson to, brothers and sisters, when y'all decide to go switch over to the other side. And y'all want to go grab an oppressor for, a woman or a husband. Then let that be a lesson to y'all of how disgusting these people really are. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Verse 6. Wherefore he called his servants, such as were honorable and had been brought up with him from his youth, and parted King Salakia, and parted his kingdom among them while he was yet alive.
And so on his deathbed, he parted his power amongst his men that he rose up. So while he about to get ready to go, he about to die, you understand, he passed his power down and say, these are the men that's going to take over these countries. These the people that's going to take over these portions, right? Go ahead.
Verse 7, so Alexander reigned 12 years and then died.
He reigned 12 years and then died. Go ahead.
Verse 8, his servants bear rule, every one in his place.
Go ahead.
Verse 9, and after this, and after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves.
They did what?
Put crowns upon themselves.
And what does a crown represent? Go ahead. Rulership, power, authority. You understand? You the man. That's what that represents. Go ahead.
Let me add some extra in. Zarak had just mentioned that Alexander the Greek died from a sexual transmitted disease. Why is this important that he died from that? Because right now, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians follow stuff like Greek fraternities, where they do a lot of homosexual stuff in that Greek fraternity just to get credentials so that you could get a job and accelerate in this disgusting kingdom. So you got to pay attention to what you are following. And on top of that, not only did Alexander the Greek die from a sexual transmitted disease because he was LGBTQ, but Christ celebrated the Feast of Dedication, which was totally against Greek culture.
Damn right.
So when you celebrating Greek culture and you sitting up in college and you following that, you are following something that is against Christ.
Damn right.
Go ahead.
That's heavy too. It's a heavy point, sir. Go ahead, Katab.
Khan. So did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth.
All right, so crowns was put upon themselves and their sons, meaning their lineage. You get what I'm saying? They family. This power is getting passed down in one family. Okay? That's what's going on right here. Go ahead.
If I may, sir.
Go ahead, brother. Is that mic on? Make sure they can hear you good, all right? It's coming through? Most High in Christ. Go ahead.
And when the scripture said, and evils were multiplied in the earth, that just lets you know that as the more they reign, the more evils just go out in the earth.
Absolutely. And that's a heavy point. I don't even see how I almost skipped that point right there. Evils was multiplied in the earth when they got into power. And who is these people that got into power? The oppressor, so-called white man. When he was in power like this, evils was multiplied in the earth.
And so, like, if I may, could he read that one more time before the evils? Like, what did they do with the sons?
Verse 9, and after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them.
So did their sons after them. What the white man did, the Greek white man, is spread his disgustingness and his vile, murderistic behavior. He spread that to his children and his children and his children, just like the colonizer did with his children in the 1700s and the 1800s and the 1900s. They spread that and made it hereditary slavery, hereditary murder. Mm-hmm. That's what they did. That is how they keep their kingdom alive, by keeping the same system in place. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Katab.
Verse 10, and there came out of them a wicked root.
It came out of them, meaning that these evil generations, a wicked root came out of them. Read.
Antiochus.
Who?
Antiochus.
And that person name was Antiochus. Antiochus was a wicked bastard. Antiochus is not our friend, he is our straight up enemy. You get what I'm saying? Antiochus murdered Israelites. He hated Israelites. You understand? Did not care. He don't care about God. This is a super evil person we about to talk about. Go ahead.
Khan, surnamed Epiphanes, son of Antiochus the king, who had been an hostage at Rome, and he reigned in the 137th year of the kingdom of the Greeks.
So he was a Greek. Antiochus was a Greek, man. This how you know Antiochus wasn't no joke. Like this is in real true history. You can read about Antiochus today. You understand? Even though we coming out the Bible, this is in straight up real life history. All right, keep going.
Baba Kashaf, if I may.
Go ahead, brother.
I just want to reiterate on the point that you brought out at the beginning. I think it went out of a lot of people's heads that this brothers and this family is just so wicked that we had to learn about them in school. That's how diabolical the white man is.
Absolutely.
Like with his treachery and his heresy and his wickedness, he has to record it and then he teach it to us as it's some good thing.
Absolutely. And that right there should just show you. You know what I'm saying? That right there, common sense is going to tell you whether or not, you know what I'm saying, your oppressor, if he is a godly man or not. Like common sense going to tell you these things. He is diabolical. He is absolutely 100% against God. You understand? And he ruled the earth behind that. You know what I'm saying? With his philosophies. He's ruling the earth with his philosophy, and his philosophies is evil against the Lord as well. Go ahead.
Khan, verse 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men.
And in those times, it went out in our nation wicked men in Israel. Right? Read.
Khan, who persuaded many.
Who did what?
Persuaded many.
Who did that sound like today? Who is our influencers today? Who is very influential to the black communities today? Is it the Israelites? No. We not prominent in that. What it is them Christian pastors.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It's your government officials, your mayors. You get what I mean? People that got a big name in the earth. That's Israelites, but they work for the white man. That's who their boss is. And that's where it's coming down from. That's where the trickle-down effects come from. You understand? These are considered wicked men of Israel. Martin Luther King would have been considered a wicked man of Israel. Bishop T.D. Jakes is considered a wicked man of Israel. He's not somebody that's prominent and great. He just appears like it to American people. Because you've been so philosophized in your mind, you don't even know that you are being evil just by eating pork. Keep going.
Khan, who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen.
Let us do what?
Make a covenant with the heathen.
So you got wicked ass Israelites saying, let us make a covenant with the heathen. Who does that today? Who say, let's all join together today? The Christian church.
That's right.
Your Christian pastor tell you God is all love. Even though you shot your mans in the head the other day, God is all love and he gonna forgive you. Like, come on, man. It's time to really wake up and really grasp this truth and hold on to it, because this right here is the only thing that's gonna save you in this lifetime and what's to come. Keep going.
Khan, that are around about us, for since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
Keep going.
Verse 12. So this device pleased them well.
Go ahead.
Verse 13. Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen.
Now, what is this talking about in the scripture? Somebody break this down and get a real good understanding of what is this talking about. Read it again.
Khan.
Nice and loud, please, Baba Kasha.
Khan, sir. Verse 13. Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen.
Now, what is this talking about? gave them the due license. Go ahead, sir. Salakia. It is a heavy point, Khan, sir.
Kind of what Khan, sir. Verse 13. Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen.
The first they were doing the ordinance of the heathen, who were they then?
Right.
See my point?
Absolutely.
They would be Israelites.
Mm-hmm.
Like your TD Jakes, your Creflo.
Right. Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Prestige. They came to the white man instead of coming here in our community and building us up. They, with the resources that they obtained through the talent that the Lord has given.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Men in the NBA.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Our mighty men that's serving all of these armies all over the earth.
Right.
You see, so those people.
Mm-hmm.
Modern day sellouts. Right.
There you go. Give Officer Laban a hand, man, because that's so heavy. That is so heavy right there, man. What he basically go ahead, sir.
I just wanted to see Katab, read a little bit after. You said they went to the king that gave them the ordinance. Go ahead.
Khan, who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen.
Go ahead. You need a mic. Somebody get
When we think about how do we like you read Jeremiah 10, you see the ordinance of the heathen.
Mm-hmm.
Birthdays and Christian celebrations.
Right.
So this ordinance was giving them charge to go throughout our community and preach all this kind of stuff.
Right.
It's not in the scripture.
There you go. That's why it's so heavy. Right. God.
So much like when you encounter a Christian and they push you Christmas, despite it not being in the Bible, this is the day that we supposed to be celebrating.
Right.
Right.
Absolutely.
The Christmas celebration over the feast of dedication.
And that's so heavy, man. That is so heavy because he's absolutely right. You understand? They go out and go get licenses, man, to do after the ordinance of the heathen. Why you think you hear when you go in the mall, you hearing all that Mariah Carey, all I want for Christmas is you? Why you think you hearing all these influences of black people now? They getting some of the most influential black people they can right now to promote what? Christmas. To do what? To get all of that money. This is the time of the year where they make the most money. Where America make the most money right now. Go ahead, sir.
And then when you follow these customs, all you end up having is lack and scarcity. You don't never have what you want. Like he just said, that song said, all I want for Christmas, because she don't have nothing. She's going to keep wanting for Christmas. When you following these customs of the heathen, you are the person that's sitting up there begging and they giving you charity and throwing pieces of change at you because you're never going to get what you want. You're never going to increase in this kingdom by following after the people that really got money from robbing you.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Damn right. Go ahead, Katab.
Khan.
Start at 14.
He went to the king.
Start at 14. Go
14,
ahead.
whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem according to the customs of the heathen.
Now, what is this talking about in the scriptures when it's saying that whereupon they built a place of exercise? That place of exercise is your arenas today. You know what I'm saying? Your sport arenas, football, basketball. I hate to break it to y'all. Y'all know I love basketball. But this was created by the heathen.
The Olympics.
You understand? The Olympics. Yeah. Go ahead, sir.
That they put that reef, or I forgot the name of that leaf object that they got on their head, but they put this little ringed leaf object around their head. I forgot what it's called, but that is the start of these exercising theatrics that they created for blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians to be entertainers for them.
Right.
And then later on down the line, Rome took the same thing. I've been watching Spartacus. Rome took the same thing, and they got these coliseums.
Mm-hmm.
And what did they have in them coliseums? Black people fighting lions and tigers and getting unalived for the mass public to see, for spectacle. Your death was spectacle. You think that them white people staring at you hanging from a tree was something? These white people back then in the Olympic times sat there and watched you step in that theater or that coliseum or that arena.
Yeah.
And they watched you alive and then they watched you die. They don't have a problem with seeing death. Go ahead.
Right. So to bring it back to that point, in modern times today is your big football arenas, your big pro sports, you know what I'm saying, that you are equipped to, and you know America is just equipped to looking at. Well, this is where it came from. You understand? Those places of exercise, these things came from the Greek captivity. You understand? Go ahead.
Colonel Wakam, verse 15. Made themselves uncircumcised.
They did what?
Made themselves uncircumcised.
Go ahead.
And forsook the holy covenant.
They did what?
Forsook the holy covenant.
Y'all wonder why we don't have NBA players that come in the truth? Y'all want to know why we don't have those big old stars that comes in the truth? Well, here's the reason why. They forsook their holy covenant. You know what I'm saying? They began to make a covenant with the heathen. They worked with the white man directly. They work with the oppressor directly. And never they'll look at us like we some peasants, if anything. You understand? This school ain't filled up with, you know what I'm saying, LeBron Jameses and Michael Jordans for a reason. All right, go ahead.
And joined themselves to the heathen and were sold to do mischief.
And they were sold to do mischief. That's all the entertainment industry is about. It ain't about uplifting a black man. It's just about the entertainment of the world. It's to keep you distracted from your actual oppression that you're actually going through. That's an actual thing. They keep these sport arenas and they keep these things so we'll be occupied. They call it bread and circus. Look up that term, bread and circus. Go ahead, sir. Just like you. Go ahead, Qatar, read it.
Colonel Khan, sir. Verse 15, and made themselves uncircumcised and forsook the holy covenant.
Mm-hmm.
So meaning not a part of Israel.
Right.
And forsook the holy covenant.
You don't put it back on.
Right. So like if I'm back.
Right.
So when it says made them uncircumcised, it's not talking about they found the foreskin and put it back on. How did they make themselves uncircumcised? Because they behave like heathens, that they behave like people that was never circumcised, that never had that covenant in the first place. That's what that means.
Then what did they do? They went throughout the earth and sold what? Read the next part.
Colonel Khan, and forsook the holy covenant and joined themselves to the heathen and were sold to do mischief. And were sold to do mischief.
They gave them a purse, right?
They
Throughout the earth and promote a thing that was unclean throughout our nation.
that's like COINTELPRO.
Just like you see the rappers, and like think about whenever a rapper is asked a question about, how an innocent black man was unalived in the hood. They say, I don't want to speak on that. And they have nothing to do with the issues that take place in the black community. They have been. Read that last part again, Qatar.
Colonel Khan, Shalakia.
About the mischief.
And were sold to do mischief.
So they defiled the covenant, turned their back on Israel, and went throughout the earth to sow mischief amongst us, influence us to do things that was against the government. That's what that is.
And then you see it saying that they were sold to do mischief, but then you got to think why. Remember back to why. We have a group of white people that does not have the talent that we have. They got us in captivity. They have to keep us in captivity to keep their empire going. So they have to create ways to spread mischief, keep us from following the laws, and keep us following Greek culture in order for them to survive, because these people are stupid thugs, like they try to call us. They're stupid thugs. They're uneducated, highly uneducated people. And they have to make us slaves in order to keep their empire going. And this is what you're seeing right now there. We are, say it again, Katal?
Sold to do mischief.
Sold to do mischief. They sold us out. That's a sellout.
Damn right.
Go ahead. We could skip down to 41.
Verse 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people.
No, you can go with it. That's cool.
You say it again.
Verse 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to all his king, Salakia, to his whole kingdom that all should be one people.
King Antiochus wrote to what?
To all his king, Salakia, to his whole kingdom that all should be one people.
Now, what is that? That sounds like the same thing that Nimrod did, Babylonian customs. He is saying in America is saying everybody should speak English and you should act like an American and tuck your shirt in. You should have your shirt tucked in and you should act like an American. Nimrod is telling them the same thing back in the Babylonian Empire when they was building up the Tower of Babel. Everybody should be the same. And why are they saying this? Because remember, Israel was prophesied to be the strongest, and one shall be weak. Nobody is going to be stronger than us. So what is the benefit of creating equality? So that we could think that everybody is equal while they go ahead and try to maintain supremacy. That is the benefit of that.
Us to about everything that
Sir. Verse 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people.
Disgusting national anthem. That is the whole idea of America. Same practice that you see played out back in ancient
All right, where we at?
All right. Salakia, verse 41.
I'll take it from now. It's the book of First Maccabees 1 and 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people.
So now we done went through a whole decree. They've been, colonizing us, and now they are saying everybody should be one people. They got people from everywhere in Greece. Everybody is following Greek culture. They want everything to continue smooth as oil. Go ahead.
Verse 42. And everyone should leave his laws.
Everyone should leave his laws. These white people want you to leave your culture. They don't have a culture. So when they come in, they turn your tacos into Taco Bell. They turn your Jamaican food to some nasty stuff that they consider Jamaican food. They take your laws and start putting LGBT and all this other crap inside of it. And before you know it, you are lawless like them because misery loves company. They don't have laws, so they want to make you lawless as well so that you can relate to them. Mm-hmm. I'm a devil. I need you to be a devil. Go ahead.
So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king.
All the heathen agreed. They were on one accord with being wicked and disgusting. Go ahead.
Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion.
And that is crazy right there. Many also of the Israelites consented to his religion. We are like sheep led to the slaughter, like Christ always said. We are like sheep led to the slaughter. When a sheep follows into the slaughterhouse, they see all type of other sheep getting slaughtered, and they be like, all right, I'm going straight in the slaughterhouse to get killed. Mm-hmm. And they don't see nothing wrong with it. We watch these entertainers. We watch people on TV never be successful at selling drugs, on fictional movies that never successful, and we go ahead and sell drugs anyway.
Right.
Like you can't even get a fairy tale movie to tell you, yeah, you're going to be successful at selling drugs. Every drug dealing movie, they get locked up, and somewhere along the way, it's a nigga coming up with another way of how he think he could do it better. We love following wickedness. Man. See, it's easy to follow wickedness, but it's hard to stand in the truth. The Lord wants you to do this the hard way. He don't want you to do it the easy way.
Right.
The easy way is just doing what the hell you want to do and following anything that fits your fancy. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
And if I could too, sir, you know what I'm saying? This also shows you the Israelites, when they consented to his religion, that shows you right there that these Israelites were serving other gods of the heathen. That's right. What they considered God, the Israelites considered God. You see what I'm saying? Much like how today, the many gods that we serve, the religions that we follow now, is watered down as religion called Christianity that a lot of our people follow today. You get what I'm saying? That was the same thing that was going on then. So what do that tell you about the Israelites that went against this stuff? Much like how we do today. You understand? That this is our history. This is our people. You get what I'm saying? So in this time, you can only imagine. The scriptures is always tell you the prophet spirit is subjected to the prophets. You understand? So in this time, it was just wartime. And we're going to get into it, right? And it said, and sacrifice unto idols and profane the Sabbath. All right, so in that time, they were sacrificing unto idols and profane the Sabbath, much like how we do today. You understand? For the king had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah that they should follow the strange laws of the land. Okay, so these messengers had sent this into the land of Judah. And they basically saying we need to follow these laws, follow their laws. Forget the laws that we got established. That's our culture. We need to go ahead and just follow the heathen. Go ahead, Michelle, you got something? Make sure that mic is on. They can hear you real good.
All right. That's one of those constant.
Oh, make sure that mic on.
That's one of those. Yes, that's.
Here, try this.
That's one of those things that's used today. That's used today. We ought to just, you have to follow the laws of the land. If a Christian will jump up with that nonsense in a damn minute,
If you tell them about multiple wives, you have to follow the laws of the land. If you tell them about keeping the Sabbath, you have to follow the laws of the land. If you tell them you're not supposed to keep Christmas, you have to follow the laws of the land. That's garbage back then, and it's still garbage today, I believe.
Damn right. That's heavy.
And so, like, if I may, another thing you want to think is people are not necessarily following the laws of the land. They are running away from death. The Bible says, fear not him which is able to kill the body. Fear not him that's able to kill the body, but not able to kill the soul. So instead of enduring harsh pain, like the brothers in the Maccabees that got their limbs removed for not eating pork, instead of enduring harsh pain, they'll just go ahead and break God's laws. You know, just break them laws and follow Christmas and all of that nonsense that the Greeks want us to follow. No, the Lord got power over life and death. Why don't you just follow Christ, follow the Most High in Christ until you are looking at them right in the eyes? Why don't you follow them? Even if they threaten to take your limbs off. I don't think a lot of people can do what they did in Maccabees, but we have to. If they threaten to take your life, you might have to. Are you going to eat pork or live? Eat pork and live, or reject it and die? That's really what I was saying. Go ahead.
When the book of First Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 45, and forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple, and that they should profane the Sabbaths and festival days. All right, so what that is talking about is basically us forgetting, you know what I'm saying, our laws, profane the Sabbath, and our feast days, meaning like treat it like it's nothing. You know what I mean? That they saying to go against these things. Go ahead, Qatar.
It's like I don't want to shot if I may. I think that's apropos to what we're actually talking about now. Like they don't even know about the Feast of Dedication because of this situation right here. They only know about Christmas.
Right.
And then when they come across Hanukkah, it's like, oh, well, that's the Jewish not understanding. And no, that's your actual religion or your faith or your culture.
Right. Like that is so heavy, man. This is why the Feast of Dedication, this is why it's important to learn it. Because you will understand how we got to this point today. You will understand a lot. How we jump from history to history, we don't know what the hell going on. How we go from just slavery and just up to now. Like, no, it's a big part. That big part and that big chunk that was missing. There's a lot of this history right now today that we're learning about. Go ahead.
Verse 40, we had 44 out of one. It's like 45.
46.
46. So like it, and pollute the sanctuary and holy people.
And they was polluting the sanctuary and holy people. Okay? That's like coming into the school and polluting it. How you pollute a school? You bring some pork in here. You get what I'm saying? You bring there's kids in here. I'm gonna watch my mouth. I'm not even gonna bring that example because it's kids. Got kids in here. Drugs, bringing drugs into the school and selling drugs out of the school. That right there is something that's, you know what I mean, polluting the sanctuary.
That's right.
Okay, go ahead, Katab.
I think another perfect example would be like when the Christian church have trunk or treat trying to celebrate Halloween, and they bring a Christmas tree in the sanctuary trying to celebrate Christmas.
Exactly.
The sanctuary.
Exactly. Keep reading.
Verse 47. Set up altars and groves and chapels of idols and and sacrifice swine's flesh and unclean beef.
This is what they was doing in the temple, man. You know how disrespectful this is? You understand the disrespect like that's going on. Like our people, first off, just got slaughtered, got taken over by Antiochus. He decided his power wasn't powerful enough. He already then took over Egypt. He already then slew Ptolemy and took over Egypt. He said, man, let me come for the Israelites now. You see what I'm saying? Just went in there, start killing our people, start murdering our people. Men, women, children, just going crazy, killing them. You understand? And then not on top of that, you controlling their minds. You telling them to forget their culture. You telling them to forget everything that y'all stand on. Start to celebrate and pollute the Sabbath. Come in y'all sanctuaries and go ahead and bring some swine flesh in there. Go ahead and eat that up. And this is very disrespectful. You understand? The disrespect is just crazy. Keep going.
Verse 48, that they should also leave their children uncircumcised and make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanness and profanation.
Keep going.
Kind of verse 49. To the end they might forget the law.
So hold on. To the end they might do what?
Forget the law.
And that's what's going on now. To the end that they might forget their law. Man, please tell me that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians today, they know the law. That they know the law, statutes, and commandments today. No, they don't. You understand? And if you do know the law today, it's because the Lord wanted you to know today. You understand? Like our people is asleep out there. Our people is the walking dead out there right now. Straight up and down. So with that being said, this is how we got to this point. We got to this point by mass destruction out of this world. Mass destruction out of this world all the way to the point where you don't even know nothing about God no more. You don't know none of the laws no more. Keep going.
Verse 49, to the end they might forget the law and change all the ordinances.
And do what?
Change all the ordinances.
Did that not happen to black people? Did that not happen? That don't sound like us. That don't sound like our ordinance then got changed. We celebrate Christmas. We celebrate birthdays. We celebrate Thanksgiving. We celebrate Easter. None of this shit is our culture. None of this stuff is nothing that we made up. All this come from the heathen.
And guess what?
Go ahead,
None
sir.
of it is in the Bible. None of it is in the Bible that we reading out of that's telling us that they got rid of everything that was in the Bible. The Bible is telling us how they tried to get rid of everything that's in the Bible. And now we're looking at ourselves and wondering why we're celebrating Christmas, why we're celebrating Halloween with skeletons and dead bodies. They say we are a cult because we got certain unfamiliar clothing that they see, but what are the skeletons doing in your backyard with RIP on there and the blood all over your house on Halloween? You're in a cult. You're satanic. And we're following these customs because these Greek and white people, they wanted to go against the Bible. They looked at these laws and didn't see nothing righteousness inside of it, and according to them. And that's what we're following today.
Damn right. Keep going.
Verse 50, and whosoever would not do according to the commandment of the king, he said should die. Salaki, he said he should die.
Now he said, whosoever don't follow the commandment of the king, they deserve death. So when we go out there, right, when we get to teaching on the street, them people be looking at us crazy. They be looking at us like we out of our minds. We deserve to get locked up. We do not deserve to be talking out here and saying all these things. In their mind, they thinking we preaching hate. They think we teach hate because we come out there and get to really telling the truth about this world.
And guess what? Donald Trump just put in the news, Michelle just pulled it out the other day. They say that if you are doing anything anti-Christianity today, if you're doing something that violates modern Christianity, you are a terrorist. They call us a terrorist organization on the Southern Poverty Law Center.
Come on now.
Because we follow what we follow, which is the Bible that you have in your United States.
Come on now.
But you are too stupid and you can't box with God.
Mm-hmm.
See, you have the Bible that have the truth in your stupid country that we follow.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you were smart enough, you would have got rid of the Bible a long time ago, but it's too late. Your kingdom is over with, white devil.
Damn right.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you something too. It may seem like we ain't getting paid attention to. That white man is watching us. Let me really help y'all out. Hey, they really watching us. They really want to hurt us. Like, let me just take the friendliness off it. They want to kill us. Let me just keep it real with you. Because of what we say out there and what we teach, they hate it. They hate that we exist. They hate when we go to camp. They hate when we teaching about God. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's really putting that thought out there into this world for real. We really waking up blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians for real. You get what I'm saying? Keep going, Qatar.
Verse 51. In the self same manner, wrote to he to his whole kingdom and appointed overseers over all the people, commanding the cities of Judah to sacrifice.
Say it again.
The cities of Judah.
No, from the top.
Verse 51. In the self same manner.
The self same manner. Go ahead.
Wrote he to his whole kingdom and appointed overseers.
He appointed overseers. Go ahead.
Over all the people, commanding the cities of Judah to sacrifice city by city.
Keep going.
Verse 52. Then many of the people were gathered unto them, to wit, every one that forsook the law, and so they committed evils in the land.
They did what?
And so they committed evils in the land.
They committed evils in the land, man. They start going against their power. They start going against the Lord. You get what I'm saying? Like, they start actually giving in to their oppressor. You see what I'm saying? And that right there caused mass destruction for our people. That right there is the reason why a lot of us Israelites don't know that we Israelites. This is the real reason why we got to go out there and fight our people more than we got to fight the white man when we bring up the truth. They telling us we ain't no damn Israelites. You got Israelites telling Israelites we ain't no damn Israelites. That's the fight we got to go against for real. You understand?
But nobody argues with converted Jews. People that converted to Judaism is in the papers. They moved over to Israel in 1948. Recently, like damn near around Jim Crow, they moved over there. And then you don't argue with them. Come on now, go ahead.
Skip down to
56.
53
is 53, and then go up to 56.
You said 53?
Yeah, 53.
Go to 53.
Verse 53. And drove the Israelites into secret places, even wheresoever they could could flee for succor.
Free for what?
Succor.
Look up, give me the definition of that word. Because what they were doing is trying to get us to sacrifice and do this and do that. But these Israelites fled. Go ahead. Spell that word out when you give me the definition too.
Come on, 1 second.
And then we're going to go to 56 after this.
The definition of the word succor.
You see.
The definition of the word secure, SUCCOR, assistance and support in times of hardship and distress.
So they looking for these Israelites fled for assistance in times of hardship. Go to 56.
verse 56. And when they had rent in pieces the books of the law, which they found, they burnt them with fire.
And they set our books on fire. You understand what I'm saying? That's taking the Bible, the law, statutes, and commandments for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians only. They took that, ripped it up, set it on fire. You get what I'm saying? This is how evil and disgusting, you know what I mean, these nations of people was that was over us. What I'm really trying to help people understand, this how evil Antiochus was. When it's talking about evils being multiplied in the earth, this is what it's talking about. This is what it's talking about, to this level and degree of hatred and evilness.
Oh,
keep going.
Salaki, Kazak, where you at? What chapter you was in?
Chapter 1 and verse 1, verse
you were supposed to go to
56.
54. We read. We went over there, so we got to go to 2 and 27.
No, you gotta go. Go ahead.
Go to 2 and 27. So,
Khan, this is the book of Maccabees, chapter 2 and verse 27. And Mattathias cried throughout the city with a loud voice, saying, whosoever is zealous of the law and maintaineth the covenant, let him follow me.
say it again.
Khan, verse 27. And Mattathias cried throughout the city with a loud voice, saying, whosoever is zealous of the law and maintaineth the covenant, let him follow me.
So now Mattathias is basically riling up the Israelites. Whoever want to keep these laws, man, follow me. Whoever want to follow the Lord, follow me. You know, our people been dealing with enough of these heathens' rules and breaking the Lord's laws. So go to first, keep reading a little bit and let's see what it says.
Verse 28. So he and his sons fled into the mountains and left all that ever they had in the city. Verse 29.
Now this is heavy. He and his sons fled into the mountains. Where do we know about that at? The Israelites fled into the mountains. They went to Africa to hide amongst dark-skinned people away from these Greek people because they were getting oppressed in Greece. So now they fled into the mountains. Go ahead.
Khan.
And when Christ, just another part, when Christ said flee into the mountains in the New Testament, this is because it was a common thing for us to flee into the mountains. We living over here in Jerusalem, it get hot. People want to deal with us and put us in captivity. We flee to the mountains and hide amongst these Africans. And we get out of harm's way. Then we come back. So it was always a trail to go straight to the go straight to Africa or Egypt somewhere. Christ did it. Joseph, Christ's father, Joseph and Mary, they fled to the mountains when Herod was trying to unalive him. And Christ told us to do the same thing if the desecration and desolation would happen at that time, like in Rome. When the people get to unaliving us in Rome, he told us to flee to the mountains. This was a constant path of travel that we would always do to escape persecution. Go ahead.
Verse 29. Then many that sought after justice and judgment went down into the wilderness to dwell there.
And many that sought after what?
Justice and judgment.
Justice and judgment. They fled in the wilderness. All right. Go ahead to keep going.
Khan. Verse 30, both they and their children and their wives and their cattle, because afflictions increase sore upon them.
And they took their cattle, their wives, they took every possession that they owned into the wilderness because the afflictions were sore. We just read about it. Greece was telling us you can't hold no feast days. They wanted us to cook pork in the damn temple, slaughtering our brothers and sisters, doing all kind of wickedness, and just expecting us to just sit up there and accept it. And the Bible says, fear the creator, not the created. Don't fear the person that is created by God. Fear the creator. And instead, we feared the created. We feared the disgusting created, the vessels of wrath fitted for destruction. We feared the person that's right in our face. Instead of fearing God that we can't see, we fear the person that we could see. The person that we can't see is always doing something good for us when we follow him. The person that we can see does nothing for us when we follow them. Think about that. You follow the white man, you do everything he's saying, he does nothing for you. You follow God that you can't see, and he does everything for you. That is the problem. Go ahead.
Verse 31. Now, when it was told the king's servants and the host that there was at Jerusalem in the city of David that certain men who had broken the king's commandment.
When it was told that it was certain men of the city of David that broke in the king's commandments, go ahead.
We're going down into the secret places.
We're going down into the secret places. What were they secret to? Secret to damn white people. They not meant for you to know. You don't need to know where we going and who we dealing with and who we talking to. Black business is not your business. You don't have to stick your pointy nose in everything that we do. So that is right there that's telling you the Lord don't want us integrating with these people. It's secret places that we supposed to have. Not places of public and the white man can come in there whenever he want to. We need to be integrated and separated. And when it was told that we was in these secret places, go ahead.
Into the secret places in the wildernesses. Verse 32. They pursued after them a great number, and having overtaken them, they camped against them and made war against them on the Sabbath day.
They made war against us on the Sabbath day. Go ahead.
Verse 33. And they said unto them, let that which you have done hitherto suffice, come forth and do according to the commandment of the king.
They told us, hey man, you need to hurry up and do according to the commandment of the king. And what?
And you shall live.
Go ahead, keep going.
Verse 34.
They said, do according to the commandment of the king. Do according to Greece. Follow Greek customs. We don't care about all that God. And you know, they don't care about our God. Go ahead. We don't care about your Hebrew God. Go ahead.
And you should live, verse 34.
If you follow our king, you should live. Go ahead.
Verse 34, but they said
what?
We will not come
We will what?
Not come forth.
We will not come forth. We're not following you, fool. We're not following you. You done already destroyed our temple. You got my people eating pork. You want me to follow your customs? We will not. These is people that got courage.
Right.
These is people that stand for the Most High regardless of death.
Right.
They don't fear death. They following the Most High and they ready to go to war. Go ahead.
Neither will we do the king's commandment.
Neither will we listen to your ugly king. Your king is ugly. We're not listening to him. All right, we're tired of it. Go ahead.
to profane the Sabbath day. Verse 35. So then they gave them the battle with all speed. Verse 36. Howbeit they answered them not, neither cast they a stone at them, nor stopped the places where they had lit. Salaki, they lay hid. Verse 37. But said, let us die all in our innocence.
Let us die in our innocency. Go ahead.
Heaven and earth shall testify for us that you put us to death wrongfully.
Now, come on. Now, that's what you should be thinking. These white people is telling you, y'all got to follow the king's commandments. Forget following that Bible. We don't want y'all celebrating feast days. You know what they said? Read that again, Katan. Read that again.
Khan. But said, let us die.
Let us what?
Die.
Let us die.
All in our innocency.
In our innocency.
Heaven and earth shall testify for us that you put us to death wrongfully.
That you put us to death wrongfully. Go ahead.
Khan, verse 38. So they rose up against them and battled on the Sabbath, and they slew them with their wives and children and their cattle to the number of 1,000 people.
All right, so right here is basically, you know what I mean? They did not stand up on the Sabbath day and fight. Okay, these was Israelites that said, you know what? We're going to die in our innocence. We're not going to fight or anything because it's the Sabbath day. And you know what I'm saying? And the Lord, the heavens and the earth is going to testify for us. Okay. Now, what is that explaining right here? This is explaining something that's a big breach. You understand? Because they didn't fight, they died and got killed in front of their wives. They got killed in front of their wives, their kids, and it all died. It was just a bad disaster at this point. You understand? And I'm going to tell you something. That right there is something you don't do. All right, keep going.
Verse.
Go ahead, brother. Where you at?
Verse 47. They pursued them. They pursued also after the proud men.
Come on, keep talking.
They was basically
go to 49.
Like some.
Verse 49. Now when the time drew near that Mattathias should die, he said unto his sons, now have pride and rebuke gotten strength, and the time of destruction and the wrath of indignation.
Keep going.
Verse 50. Now therefore, my sons, be ye zealous for the law.
Do what?
Be ye zealous for the law.
Do what?
Be ye zealous for the law.
Read.
And give your lives for the covenant of your fathers.
That's what you give your life for the covenants of your fathers. You understand? For the Most High in Christ. You know what I mean? If you're going to die, man, you better go down fighting. You understand? You don't go down and you just sit there and you just say you're going to die because it's the Sabbath day. You're going to sit there and die and get your family killed and all that. Okay? Just much like how these fake Israelites, you know what they do on the Sabbath? Nothing. They don't go out. They don't do nothing. They be in the house with cold food with their families, starving them to death.
Eating cold pizza.
Eating cold pizza. You understand? This is how you know we are built different. You understand? That right there is weakness. And that's something that's unacceptable to the Lord. This is why it should only be one group. This is why it should only be one school. And it is one school. The rest of them is just placating, playing too much. Go ahead, cause I need a mic.
Yeah, come on. That's why I said Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shah for Commander Junior Hunter and the ISUPK because we can protect our families on the Sabbath day.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? You got these other fake Israelite groups that can't even stop a burglar from coming in their house because it's the Sabbath. On the Saturday, you got to sit there and watch them take all your goods.
Right.
You know what I mean? Salakia.
Most High in Christ, man. Definitely all of the Lord, brother. Most definitely. Go ahead.
Khan, verse 51. Call to remembrance what acts our fathers did in their time, so shall ye receive great honor and everlasting name. Verse 52. Was not Abraham found faithful to nation, and it was imputed unto him for righteousness?
You gotta hear your reader. He was reading.
Verse 53.
Let's skip down to chapter 4, verse 40. Chapter 4, verse 15.
Khan, this is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 4 and verse 15. Howbeit, all the hindmost of them were slain with the sword, for they pursued them unto Gezerah and unto the plains of Idumea and Izotus and Imanea, so that there were slain of them upon 3,000 men.
All right, give me 1 second. Go to verse 1.
Khan, this is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 4 and verse 1. Then took Gorgias 5,000 footmen and 1,000 of the best horsemen and removed out of the camp by night. Verse 2. To the end he might rush upon the camp of the Jews and smite them suddenly, and the men of the fortress were his guides.
So now they trying to attack the Jews. Go ahead.
Verse 3. Now when Judas heard thereof, he himself removed, and the valiant men with him, that he might smite the king's army, which was at Imanus. Verse 4.
So now when Judas heard thereof, he removed him. He himself removed, and the valiant men with him. So they was trying to attack them, and then they moved. Go ahead. That they might smite the king. Go ahead.
Verse 4. While as yet the forces were dispersed from the camp. Verse 5. In the mean season came Gorgias by night into the camp of Judas, and when he found no man there, he sought them in the mountains.
So he was looking for, came to the camp of Judas. When he didn't see no man, now he's looking in the wilderness, looking over there in the mountains, looking for them, where they would always flee to. Go ahead.
For said he, these fellows flee from us. Verse 6. But as soon as it was day, Judas showed himself in the plain with 3,000 men, who nevertheless had neither armor nor swords to their minds. Verse 7. And they saw the camp of the heathen, that it was strong and well harnessed, and compassed round about them with horsemen, round about with horsemen, and these were expert of war.
So now Judas, he sees that these heathen, they deep. These is experts of war. Go ahead.
Khan. Verse 8. Then Judas to the men that were with him, fear ye not their multitude, neither be ye afraid of their assault.
Judas said, Judas Maccabee said, don't fear none of them. Don't fear none of them. Don't be scared of their multitude and their numbers either. Go ahead. And don't be afraid of their assault. Go ahead.
Verse 9. Remember how our fathers were delivered in the Red Sea.
He said, remember how our fathers was delivered in the Red Sea. In the Red Sea, you know, we split across that Red Sea with Moses to get out of captivity. And it was all because we was following the Most High. Go ahead.
When Pharaoh pursued them with an army.
Pharaoh pursued us with an army. You know, they are pursuing Judas Maccabees and his army. And he's saying this is the same thing. Go ahead.
Verse 10. Now therefore, let us cry unto the heavens, if peradventure the Lord will have mercy upon us and remember the covenant of our fathers and destroy this host before our face.
Let us pray to the Most High so that the Most High can destroy these people, man, and hopefully he have some mercy on us and destroy our enemies right before our face. That's what he's saying. He got his army with him. He praying to the Most High, and now let it be. Let the chips fall where they may. Go ahead.
Verse 11. That so all the heathen may know that there is one who delivereth and saveth Israel.
That all the heathen know that it is one delivereth and save Israel. Go ahead.
Verse 12. Then the strangers lift up their eyes and saw them coming over against them. Verse 13. Wherefore they went out of the camp to Bethel to battle.
That brother speaking French. He said Bethel.
But look, 16, 11.
Go ahead.
But they that were with Judas sounded their trumpets.
They that were with Judas sounded their trumpets. They warning Israel, letting them know we finna go to war. Go ahead.
Verse 14. So they joined battle with the heathen.
No, they joined battle and the heathen.
So they joined battle, and the heathen, being discomfited, fled into the plain.
So when they got into that battle, they discomforted the heathens. The heathens were not comfortable. They put a good beating on them and made them flee. Made them, what is that they say in the war? Retreat. Made them retreat. Go ahead.
Verse 15, howbeit all the hindmost of them were slain with the sword, for they pursued them unto Gaza.
The hindmost. What is the hindmost? The people that were at the end. They were fleeing, and then the people that were at the end got killed because Judas Maccabee and his soldiers fled after them and killed the people that was running as they were running. Oh, y'all ain't going nowhere. We finna take all of y'all out that's running, that can't run. Go ahead.
For they pursued them unto Gaza and unto the plains of Idumea.
They pursued them unto Gaza and unto the plains of Idumea. Idumea is the land of the Idumeans, aka the white man. Go ahead.
And Azotus and Amnea, so that they were slain of them upon 3,000 men.
So they end up slaying 3,000 men. They took out 3,000 white devils. Go ahead.
Verse 16. This done, Judas returned again with his host from pursuing them. Verse 17, and said to his people, be not greedy of the spoils, inasmuch as there is a battle before us.
Hold on, say that again.
Verse 17, and said to the people, be not greedy of the spoils, inasmuch as there is a battle before us.
Don't be greedy with the spoil that's before us, because we got other battles coming up. That's what he's saying. Go ahead.
Verse 18. And Gorgias and his hosts are here by us in the mountain, but stand ye now against your armies and overcome them.
Stand ye now against our enemies and overcome them. Go ahead.
And after this, you may boldly take your spoils.
And after this, ye may boldly take the spoils. Judas telling them, man, y'all got to be focused. We still at war. Yeah, we slaughtered about 3,000 white devils, but we still at war. Don't get too comfortable with the spoils. We still got people over there waiting in the mountains. That's what he's saying. Go ahead.
Khan, verse 19, as Judas was yet speaking these words, there appeared a part from them looking out of the mountain.
There appeared a part of them looking out of the mountain. He seen a white face peeking up out of the bushes. I see you. Go ahead.
Khan, verse 20, who when they perceived that the Jews had put their host to fight and were
put their host to flight, put their damn captains and generals to flight, sent them running. Go ahead.
And were burning the tents, for the smoke that was seen declared what was done.
And they was burning the tents. These heathens saw us burning tents, and it was smoke, and it was just pure destruction. That's what they seen. Go ahead.
Khan, verse 21. When therefore they perceived these things,
they perceived these things. Go ahead.
They were sore afraid.
They were sore afraid. And that's what y'all gonna end up seeing sometime in the future. Black people conquering and destroying your wicked people. Now, it might not happen now, but it will happen in the future, and you're gonna be so afraid. They get so afraid just looking at us on TV talk about the Bible. Go ahead.
Khan, who when they perceived that the Jews had put their host to flight and were burning tents.
21.
When therefore they perceived these things, they were sore afraid, and seeing also the host of Judas in the plain ready to fight.
They seen the host of Judas just sitting out there in the open. I see him in the plain, and then all of these heathens saw us standing out in the open. They seen us burning tents, and they seen some of their leaders running. So now they just afraid. Go ahead.
Khan, verse 22. They fled every one into the land of strangers.
These people started just running all over the place. They was just scared to death of us. Because they know you keep standing around here, your head is gonna be on a stick, or you're gonna end up in captivity. You're gonna pay the ultimate price in a minute. Go ahead.
Khan, verse 23. Then Judas returned to spoil the tents, where they got much gold and silver and blue silk and purple of the sea and great riches.
All right, skip down to 44.
Khan, verse 44. And when they consulted, as they consulted what to do with the altar of the burnt offerings, which was profane, verse 20.
Go a little bit before that. Go to like 40. Go to 40.
Khan, verse 40. And fell down flat to the ground upon their faces.
Hold on. All right, go to 36.
Khan, verse 36. Then said Judas and his brethren, behold, our enemies are discomforted. Let us go up to cleanse and dedicate the sanctuary.
So now they see the enemies of Israel discomforted. They're not really winning. So now it's time. They think it's time to go cleanse the temple. They want to cleanse the temple and Dedicate the sanctuary. Go ahead to 37.
Verse 37, upon this, all the hosts assembled themselves together and went up unto Mount Zion.
All the hosts assembled themselves and went up to Mount Zion. Go ahead.
Verse 38.
So we basically at this war, we killing the heathens. They was already destroying us before, had us doing all a mountain of wickedness, and now we going back at them. So go ahead.
Verse 38. And when they saw the altar, and when they saw the sanctuary desolate, and the altar profaned, and the gates burnt up, and the shrubs growing in the courts, as in the forest or one of the mountains, yea, and the priests' chambers pulled down.
So they seen a lot of destruction to the temple when they got up there. They thinking like, all right, man, the heathens is running. Let's go over there and reclaim the temple. They got up there. It was destroyed. It was profane, desolate. Gates was burning up. They like, damn, what the hell? Because you beating this enemy and they so disgusting. They such a sore loser. They'll burn your damn house down while they running. They can't beat you, so they got to beat your building, beat your temple. Go ahead.
Verse 39. They rent their clothes and made great lamentation and cast ashes upon their heads.
We rented our clothes and started just praying to the Most High. Lamentation, sadness, just praying to the Most High. This is not right, help us out with this. We got to stop this. They praying to the Most High. Go ahead.
Verse 40, and fell down flat to the ground upon their faces and blew an alarm with the trumpets and cried towards heaven.
Now they crying out to the Most High. Fell all the way down, cried I'm talking about just lamenting. Go ahead.
Verse 41, then Judas appointed certain men to fight against these.
Then Judas appointed certain men to fight against, go ahead,
those that were in the fortress until he had cleansed the sanctuary.
So he put certain men out there to fight against these heathen until he cleansed the sanctuary. So it's a lot of stuff going on. He's trying to cleanse the sanctuary and they still at war with these heathens. Go ahead.
Verse 42, so he chose priests of blameless conversation.
Chose priests of blameless conversation. Just like how we go out the camp. We going out the camp with clean people. Ain't nobody unclean. So if we ever end up at war, we're going to get these clean brothers over here and go to war. I'm getting ready to handle this. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that. He chose priests of blameless conversation. Somebody that you can't just, he got a good reputation. Go ahead.
Such as had pleasure in the law.
Such as had pleasure in the law. These brothers that he chose, they have pleasure with following the law. They don't have confusion and, well, I don't know if I should do this. No, these men were solidified. They had the mark of God on their forehead. That's who he sent out there. Go ahead.
Verse 43, who cleansed the sanctuary and bear out defiled stones into the unclean place.
Go ahead, and they threw out all of the stones and all of the nonsense and put that in an unclean place that was in their sanctuary. Go ahead.
Verse 44, and when as they consulted what to do with the altar of burnt offerings, which was profane, they thought it best to pull it down, lest should be a reproach to them, because the heathen had defiled it, wherefore they pulled it down.
So it sounds like they had a pig sitting up there roasting on a damn skewer up there, and they had to pull it down. They had that mug sitting up like a shish kebab in the middle of the damn temple. They like, what should we do with this? Judas Maccabee is like, man, hurry up and take that down before it affects your ass. Hurry up and take it down for you be unclean. Get it out of here. Go ahead. For you take a bite out of it. No, I ain't saying that, but go ahead.
Verse 46.
Look at how much they push pork right now.
You want to hand them that mic.
Yeah, you gotta do the mic.
Look at how much, like, when you look at that scripture right?
And you know that, like the Bible say, you can't eat the swine, right? And they use that pig to desecrate the sanctuary. But then, like in modern time right now, look how much they push that pork amongst black people. It's almost like everything got a pork ingredient in it. You even brushing your hair with pork.
Damn. And that's a heavy thing what LeBron said, because guess what? Like, I went into the grocery store a couple days ago. I seen 5 packs of beef bacon left. There was a brother standing over there. I say, man, you supposed to get this beef bacon, bro. I ain't know the nigga. I ain't care if I knew him. I'm like, bro, grab that beef bacon. What the hell you over here messing with this pork for? That nigga did what he wanted to do. I say, I ain't gonna mess with you no more, dog. Let me get the beef bacon for my damn self.
And that beef bacon, $10, $11, $12 a pack.
$12 a pack. But guess what?
3 strips in that joint for $12.
Beef bacon. All right, so let's go. 45, I think you was at. You was at
I'm at 46.
48. Oh no, you
46.
Go ahead, keep going.
Verse 46. And laid up the stones in the mountain of the temple in a convenient place until there should come a prophet to show what should be done with them.
They following all orders. They threw this pork and all of the defiled objects that was inside of the temple, and they got rid of them and waited until a prophet came to see what should be done with this stuff. Go ahead.
Verse 47. Then they took whole stones according to the law and built a new altar according to the former. Verse 48. And made up the sanctuary and the things that were within the temple and hollowed the courts.
And made up the sanctuary, so now they rebuilding the sanctuary. Go ahead.
Verse 49. They made also new holy vessels, and into the temple they brought the candlestick and the altar of burnt offerings and of incense and the table. So
now you probably wondering why we got this, why we got the gauntlets, why we got the wine glass over here. You know, it just said, and upon, read that again, Qatar.
And upon the altar.
Where you at?
Salakia. Verse 49. They made also new holy vessels.
They made new holy vessels. Holy vessels. Go ahead.
And into the temple they brought.
And into the temple, the place where they congregate.
They brought the candlestick.
The candlestick. Go ahead.
And the altar of burnt offerings.
The altar of burnt offerings.
And the incense.
And the incense and the table. A lot of y'all be sitting up, man, what is they doing over there? Them Israelites, they look like the Power Rangers. Everything we doing is in the Bible. The table, the incense, the holy vessels. Right. But you don't do what you cooking pork on damn what the damn fake Israelites was doing. They cooking pork with Coca-Cola on the damn pork. Damn. Everything they washed that pork out with Coca-Cola. tried to cleanse the parasites out of it off of some YouTube video they seen. They tried to clean it their way instead of the way God said eat clean food. Why would you eat a dirty food and try to? It's not even food. Why would you eat a unclean animal and try to clean it when the Most High said don't eat this at all? Could have just got you some damn lamb. But all of these things are in the Bible: the holy vessels, the temple, the candlesticks, the incense, the burnt offerings, and the table. This is what this is. Go ahead.
Wakan, verse 50. And upon the altar they burnt incense, and the lamps.
These are the lamps. Go ahead.
That were
the incense and the lamps. Go ahead.
And the lamps that were upon the candlestick they lighted, that they might give light into the temple.
And they lit it so they could give light into the temple. Go ahead.
Verse 51. Furthermore, they set the loaves upon the table.
They set loaves on the table. They had bread. Go ahead.
And spread out the vials, and finished all the works which they had begun to make.
Keep going.
Verse 52. Now, on the 25th day of the 9th month.
On the 25th day of the 9th month. Go ahead.
Which is called the month of Cassio, in the 148th year, they rose up betimes in the morning.
They rose up betimes in the morning. Go ahead.
Verse 53. And offered sacrifice unto the law.
They offered sacrifice according to the law. Go ahead.
Upon the new altar of burnt offerings, which they had made.
They built a new altar for burnt offerings that they made, and then they offered sacrifices after they went to war with all them damn devils. Go ahead.
Verse 54. Look at what time and what day the heathen had profaned it, even in that was it. Even in that was it dedicated with songs and chitterns and harps and cymbals.
These are music instruments. So it says, look at what time and what day the heathen had profaned it, even that was it dedicated with songs and citherns and harps and cymbals. Go ahead.
Verse 55. Then all the people fell upon their faces, worshiping and praising the God of heaven, who had given them good success.
The Lord gave them good success, man, because they sitting up following the Most High. They done rededicated the temple and got these people up out of there. Now, could you imagine going to war with some heathens and you end up living to see the end result? You went to war with the heathens. Now you in the temple. Y'all done rebuild it. And now y'all in there with bread on the table and candles and wine in the glass chalices. And now you putting a peace, not a peace offering, but a burnt offering on the table. Right. You feel me? This is success right here. Go ahead.
Right. Verse 56. And so they kept the dedication of the altar 8 days and offered burnt offerings with gladness.
This is the feast of dedication right here. They kept the dedication 8 days to the altar of the altar. All right. The dedication of the altar 8 days and offered burnt offerings. They telling you how they did it with gladness. They offered burnt offerings with gladness. Go ahead.
And sacrificed the sacrifice of deliverance and praise.
And the sacrifice of deliverance and praise. The Most High delivered us up out of a disgusting captivity similar to the one we got now. Right now, we need to rededicate the temple for Christ, because They got our people doing all manner of evilness. Go ahead.
Colonel Khan, verse 57. They deck also the forefront of the temple with crowns of gold and with the shields.
They decked the front of the temple with crowns of gold and with shields. You wonder why we got shields? You wonder why we got the seal of David? You wonder why we got swords and gauntlets? These are the things that the Most High got all throughout the Bible and that we've kept. These are the customs that we keep. Go ahead.
Colonel Khan. And the gates and the chambers they renewed with hanging doors upon them. Verse 58. Thus was there a very great gladness among the people.
There was a very great gladness among the people. Like how I say, you might say man, but then it's the man. You got people and then you got the people. The people are Israelites. The man is Christ. You see that? And the people, they had tons of gladness in their heart for what was going on. Go ahead.
For that the reproach of the heathen was put away.
The reproach and the disgustingness of the heathen was put away. Go ahead.
Moreover, Judas and his brethren with the whole congregation of Israel ordained that the days of the dedication of the altar should be kept in their season from year to year.
So it says, moreover, Judas and his brethren with the whole congregation of Israel ordained, go ahead,
that the days of the dedication of the altar should be kept in their season from year to year.
The feast of dedication should be kept in their season from year to year. Go ahead.
By the space of 8 days.
By the space of 8 days. Every year the feast of dedication is here 8 days straight. We are to keep it for 8 days. Go ahead.
From the 5 and 20th day.
From the 25th day of the what?
Of the month of Caslu.
Which is the 9th month. December is the 9th month. It's not the 12th. It's the 9th month. Go ahead.
With mirth and gladness.
With mirth and gladness. Happiness. Because y'all always talk about, and that's the thing. That's it, gladness. You say happy Thanksgiving and happy this and happy that. You're not even happy. You're a hypocrite just speaking these words. You saying happy Christmas and all of that. Be happy on the Feast of Dedication. Really happy, because you could be serving the devil and being force-fed pork down your throat. And force-fed not to even come near a Bible. Because that's what they did to Israelites in the past. Go ahead.
Moreover, Judas and his brethren with the whole congregation of Israel ordained that the days of the dedication of the altar should be kept in their season from year to year by the space of 8 days from the 5 and 20th day of the month of Caslu with mirth and gladness. Verse 60.
Hold on. So go ahead.
At that time also they build up the Mount Zion.
They build up Mount Zion. Go ahead.
With high walls.
With high walls. Go ahead.
And strong towers round about.
And strong towers round about. We had rededicated the temple. We cleaned up everything. Now we back to putting offers on the table. Go ahead. And now we got high walls and towers round about. Go ahead.
Lest the Gentiles should come and tread it down as they done before.
And that's why we got to keep learning of what happened in the past and following the Most High so that we don't repeat what happened before. This is why the Feast of Dedication is here, because we need to keep in mind, keep in memory even with the Passover, keep in mind what happened to us so that we don't keep these things continuing and repeating. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and close it out, y'all. We're going to go ahead and do a courtesy salute.
Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Imajim, Barak, Yahweh, Shimi, Yahushua, Barakatah, Yajmatah, Psalm. We'll give our sisters a courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Imajim, Barak, Yahweh, Shemar, Ladabah, Shimi, Yahushua. Yajmatah, dismiss.